Hi everybody, this is Brian Costello from Core Mental Health Counseling. I just wanted to hop on here today and talk a little bit about addiction. I've mentioned in my past videos addiction commonly referred to a mental obsession, a physical compulsion, and spiritual bankruptcy. So addiction by its very nature, it kind of hides itself. So oftentimes the person dealing with the addiction is really the last person to really recognize that it's a problem. So this is an exercise that I do with my clients. I've done it in group therapy over the years in substance use clinics, and it tends to be a helpful exercise for people. I know it's very difficult to see, but here we have a little person. I'll kind of typically draw a stick figure, and this winding line here is a road. So what we have right here is almost a road map. X marks the spot is going to be the substance use or the behavior, the addictive behavior. All these little squares and rectangles here are road signs. And so what I do initially is I just kind of ask the individual to tell me why it's not a problem, the substance use or the behavior, and tell me some of the things that you kind of tell yourself leading up to picking up the drink or the addictive behavior. So here, some of these road signs, it helps me relax. There's so much going on in my life. I don't care. It's from the earth. It's legal. Who are they to judge me? I can stop anytime. I'll stop tomorrow. It's better than it was. At least I don't do fill in the blank, so it might be a different substance or it might be more frequently. I still go to work. I pay my bills. It doesn't hurt anyone. I only drink or use at night or the weekends. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Everyone needs a vice. I'm in control. It's been a hard day. I deserve it. It's my reward for abstaining. I could not drink for a month. I must not be an alcoholic. You would too if you felt this way. So after we get this kind of all on paper, and I don't fill it in. I ask the person, so you tell me some of those thoughts. And as we get it pen to paper, and they can see some of this stuff, there's usually like a little bit of a light bulb that goes off. Addiction has been said, there's a lot of theories on addiction. There's the disease model. I've heard fellow clinicians call it a dissociative disorder, meaning it's so compartmentalized that it's almost outside of our awareness. And so this exercise is really to just increase that awareness. So we go looking for and try to tease out that voice of addiction, that it's almost like a part of ourselves that we just keep kind of separate. And so once this is right in front of the person, then I usually ask, so what are these comments? And people will say, well, they sound like excuses, or it's commonly referred to as rationalizations in addiction treatment. So they sound like excuses, right? So where are they? And individual inevitably says, well, I guess they're in my mind. So then I usually ask, so what else do you do every day, close to every day? Do you brush your teeth every day? Do you use deodorant every day? The person says, most of the time, yes. And so I'll kind of pick one. I'll say, so have you ever told yourself it's been a hard day, I could use some Aquafresh? Or who are they to judge me about putting deodorant on? Or I only use it once a day, and usually they kind of start to chuckle. And so what I point out is we don't need excuses for things that we're okay with. So it's never about my judgment, because there is none. It's really about what is the individual going through? What do they think about their substance use? Do they think it's a problem? And if they think it's a problem in their heart of hearts, what is their mind telling them to make it okay? And that's kind of the voice of addiction. So I really hope this helps. It's an exercise I use quite a bit, especially if it's not, people aren't fully aware or grasping that it is a little bit of a problem in their life. And which is really common. That's kind of always the beginning of work and counseling with substance use disorders, is really just providing education. Sometimes I'll just rephrase back what I hear. What comes to mind right now is an individual I worked with years and years ago in one sentence said, "I'm a social drinker. I don't see what the issue is." And then the next sentence, he said, "I drink alone in the basement." And he didn't catch it. I said, "Excuse me." I couldn't help but to hear this discrepancy. And once I said it back to him, he just started laughing. He's like, "Oh man, maybe this really is a problem." My heart goes out to anybody that's still struggling with this disease, or family members that's struggling with this disease. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to reach out. If you liked the video, you found it helpful, please comment or share. I hope everybody has a great day.